Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another Guild Ball Match Report. This time, Sean's coming in with his Fish, Shark, Tentacles, Angel, Siren, Sakana, and Kraken. I'm coming in with the Alchemists, so Midas, Nausea, Crucible, Vitriol, V-Calc, and Ocat. So the Fisherman key to victory, they're going for a 3-0 win, constant pressure on the ball. 2 goals on the feet turn, that's important with Shark, and try to keep me out of the game using blind knockdown and being able to control the tempo by shutting down the key strikers. So for the Alchemists, we're going for a 2-2 plan here with the Midas team. One is we want to exploit low health where we see it. 2, we want to keep our strikers spread out because we got to be ready for that Shark legendary that's so tough to work around. And then 3, we want to be able to hold our momentum lead by keeping conditions out there, forcing the fish to pay for those. So here we go with the kickoff, and it looks like Siren kicked off deep there onto my side of the board. I'm going to activate Midas first. He's going to pick up the ball, and I got to get better about moving the ball so I know who actually has it. But he passes the ball over to Ocat, and then he is going to lure up Nausea there. So I've got the Snick really aggressive there midfield, and you can afford to do that with the defense 5 and 2-inch unpredictable. Snick is somewhat safe. The only threat to him would be Shark, and I don't think Sean wants to waste an activation throwing Shark at him. But Sean is thinking pretty tough here about what his plan of attack is, because when you're kicking with fish, you want to keep that goal pressure up. Siren looks like she doesn't necessarily have goal pressure, but she can really start to screw with my plans here. He's thinking about just sort of moving up and then trying to use seduction on Ocat. Not the worst plan, but I'm not sure exactly what that accomplishes with Ocat not having gone yet this turn. He does have the ball, though, so he could pass the ball back to her. So he's thinking about this first turn, and this is really where, like I said, when you're learning a team, learning your first turn kick and receive protocols are big. So we're going to be pretty generous on the time here. Even though I do have a clock going in the bottom screen, it just doesn't matter. We're just playing to learn. Sean has really decided to lock in on his fish, and I think that's the best way to learn how to play the team. So he sprints up with Angel there, puts on Nimble, and then uses a tag along with Tentacles there. And that's going to be important later in the turn. It's actually a pretty nice activation here. I'm going to spring my little Vitriol trap here a little earlier, and because I want to pester Siren here, who is normally fairly safe there in cover and charmed male, but I do have a lot of females on this team, so I'm gonna pull Ocat's burning early, and that's a little bit surprising. Normally I don't like to pull his burning until after he's activated, but I don't have any plans of doing any sort of melee with Ocat this turn, so he's really just he literally is just there to fuel Vitriol, who is slowly but surely dragging Siren back to our line. So even though Siren does have a lot of influence on her, I want to bring her in close. I've got, like I said, I've got 3 female players and a Snick on this team who don't care about how charmed male you are. So I'm going to bring her back there, rack up a bit of momentum, and then I'm also going to I'm going to activate my heroic for burning so that I can use that later in the turn. So Sean's figuring out the rest of this turn here. He's actually in a better place to get the ball back from Ocat if he wants it. But I think he, me dragging Siren back has kind of chased him away from that plan. I don't think it's a bad plan, but he went ahead. He's going to try to pull the Snake back into his lines with Kraken, but against defense 5, that's not the best prospect. I'm going to go ahead and activate the Snick and see what the burning there. That's going to fuel the Snick's next attack. So I have 3 on the Snick, which is kind of crazy, but the Snick can really rack up damage and momentum. And 4-0 is a very, very juicy target for a Snick. Armor is his problem. So 4-0 with a crowd out, I rack up some damage on the Snick, managed to project Hypnosis back onto Sakana. So Sakana's turn is just completely shut down, which is a nice thing. Sean is going to come back and jog up with Tentacles and throw a blind on VCalc. That is huge because you can see the stack of influence I have on VCalc. That was my plan for my turn 1 goal. So blinded there, that's gonna. So we're thwarting each other's plans, and that's a cool part about this style of game is, he kind of knows now what I want to do with the ball, where I want to go, and he's decided to shut that down. Ocalc is just gonna go there, just kind of jog up and throw a sticky bomb onto Siren there just to get poison down. That's all I was looking to do since I had a stack of 3 influence on her. It wasn't great. So let's just work on Siren there. The good news is I have a gigantic momentum lead right now. So okay, so now Ocalc is going to go ahead, pass the ball to Crucible. I'm going to dodge Crucible up, and Ocalc is just going to. I'm trying to get him in the play, but I don't want him in the play, if that makes sense. I don't want him in the lane where Crucible may be going in for a scoring run late in the turn. Although that looks pretty unlikely right now. With Kraken in the middle there and Gravity Well, I don't know how I would choose to do it with only 1 on Crucible. If I had 2 on her, that probably might work because I could actually use Gravity Well to my advantage. Dodge, sprint into him, have Gravity Well pull me in, do an attack, pull the one of the conditions off Siren to free Acrobatics out, and that might be a goal at that point. Anyways, it looks like Kraken is gonna knock down the. Oh wait, I think it looks like I tried to pass the ball to the Snick and missed, and Kraken is going to end up. Oh, actually, it looks like Siren tried her seduction on Crucible. Crucible passed the ball, tried to pass the ball to Kraken, and didn't quite have the range, so he tried to punt it, and then the Snick intercepted that pass. So really neat seduction there. Again, now my first turn goal is completely off the books. I'm just going to take another attack on Siren there, and just do a little more damage to her. Shark is going to run up, attack the Snick. He's charging the Snick, and the Snick is just going to he's going to unpredictable, but stay in because Shark did base him. But the Snick does have the ball, which is kind of crazy. So Shark is going to come in, try to get the ball. I'm in a defensive encounter. So defense 6, Shark ends up with 1 result. He's going to take a momentous dodge and just get out so that the Snick doesn't cause any more havoc. So first turn done, and that was all like of a chess match there, just us thwarting each other's plans. The good news for me is I do have I have one of his characters, Siren. They're very low on health, and I have a gigantic momentum lead. So it's fairly certain I'm going to get to go first here, and I will get to go first. And I'm figuring out. Okay, so I didn't get my goal. I did play Grudge Match though. I think I played it. I don't remember if I played it or he played it. It looks like we're gonna go. He's going Grudge Match on. Oh no, he played Go for the Knee, so he gave Kraken +1 tack this turn. Okay. So we're just figuring out allocation here. So really neat turn. Now I have having this ball on the Snick is cool, but not cool, right? Normally I should be able to just like get out of dodge and put myself in a spot to kill the ball for a turn, but that's boring. I don't like to do that. So I'm gonna just start with the Snick. I'm gonna continue in on Siren there, and I'm gonna buy a couple of attacks on Siren, and then I and then I do the test subject to pull a condition off Siren while she's still there, kill her. So I take her out, gain a little bit of momentum. I still have 1 on the Snick. And the Snick is just going to slide over. And with my, I guess I picked +1 kick for this turn. So Snick is going to tap in past the ball to Vitriol. And Vitriol is going to dodge back behind the line. So now the ball it's achievable, but it's in a terrible spot. The one issue here, though, is that my team is so tight that Shark could go now. He could feat and lock my entire team down, and that's the risk I run. And then get the ball and kick it back. So he's thinking about that, but instead he's gonna put a crowd out on 2 of my characters with Sakana. Not a terrible move. Maybe the Shark might have been a little bit more of a tricky situation. I did manage to throw Hypnosis on him with Naja there, so getting great use out of Naja this game. Have a takeout with him. Had a couple of Hypnosis thrown out there. Midas is going to go up Legendary, and then he's going to lure V-Calculus up the board. I'm thinking maybe I go into the middle of the lines, but now it's probably better. I need to get my strikers onto his side of the board for Legendary, because when he Legendaries, then it's tough. So V-Calc is very far away from Vitriol, as you can see, and that's on purpose. I want, if he's going to go in and get the ball with Shark, he's not going to be able to get V-Calc with the Legendary, and I need a goal. I need that snapback capability for when he does come in. So that's, again, this is just how you play against that Shark Legendary. You got to keep your one method is to play aggressive, keep your strikers on his side of the board. The other way is just spread out. Like make sure you have somebody that is far away, and lure is a great use here. All right. So, anyways, Kraken is going to come in on Crucible. I'm going to take my Unpredictable on the Snick to just kind of hang out there with Shark. He's going to go ahead and knock down Crucible. And then he's going to do another attack. It looks like, I think he gets Momentous Double Push here, deciding what he wants to do with that result. He's going to push her out. So keep trying to open up that lane for Shark to come right in and do something about it. Looks like I am going to go with, I don't know, who am I going with? I gotta figure this out. Looks like I'm going with Ocalc. I'm going to come around the corner there and just kind of get Sakana out of the play. So I attack Sakana. I believe I'm deciding whether I want to knock him down or I want external combustion. Knockdown is fine. I'm just gonna non-momentous 2 knockdown fire. That's what I go with. So I take my momentum away. And that's cool. That will prep Sakana for maybe he can be my second takeout target. So Shark still has a very nice lane here. He has, he's going to have to get out of the Snick or just take some crowdouts from the Snick and I forget. It looks like I did stand up Crucible just to make it a little bit harder. So this is, Shark working in traffic here, which is going to make the goal a little difficult, but it's also going to make his Legendary very, very useful here. So with Hypnosis and Burning, he's got a clear Burning. Oh no, he's just going to take the. He's going to take a. He's going to take a look like just a regular dodge. Pay 2 influence because of Hypnosis to attack Crucible. He's gonna. Oh, sorry. He's attacking Vitriol. He's gonna tackle the ball. Vitriol's gonna counter, tackle the ball right back. So Shark still has 2 on him. He looks like he misses and then tackles the ball again. He's going to then legendary. So there's the legendary, gets everybody but VCalc. And I think he's just, yeah, I think Shark just has to stay there with the ball. Then I'm going to go with Crucible, okay? I'm going to do a one attack onto Sakana to Momentous Push Dodge out of the play. Then I'm going to pull Ocat's Burning to free charge into Shark. So cool little reposition, bonus little play here. This is what I like about Vitriol. Yes, she's a linear threat, but once you get that push dodge down and know how to apply it, you're going to get your free charge, which is awesome. So I tackle the ball from Shark. Shark is going to counter and close, the gap here. He missed his tackle, so he only got one result. Did a one dodge in. I'm thinking about possibly punting the ball upfield. Not a terrible plan. If I were to scatter wide right, which would be the top of the screen, that could keep Angel from getting the ball. Or I could just try to pass to VCalc directly. I try to pass to VCalc and miss. And there goes the ball. Out there, we check the ball path. It looks like nobody's in the ball path. So the ball is just going to hang out there right behind Angel. So Angel is definitely going to get a shot at this should she want it. The problem is Sean has been buying stuff with momentum, buying counterattacks and that kind of stuff, so he cannot value clear Angel here. Otherwise, this is a goal. This is a guaranteed goal. We're trying to work it out. Maybe she just goes, she clocks back, picks up the ball, comes back. Now, if she goes midfield, maybe it would be a super shot kick, but I think it's a terrible goal anyway if he were to do that. Instead, he's going to pick up the ball, do a couple of attacks on VCalc, get some push dodges on her, which is nice because he's going to get momentum and repositions. And then he is going to, I believe, he is going to try to. Well, let's just see here. I gotta refresh my memory on this game. So he is going to clear her using some. Oh no, he decides against. Yeah, he clears her using some of his momentum and then passes to Tentacles. This is a neat thing, and then dodges Tentacles into cover. So nice activation there by Sean to recover the ball and get himself in a scoring position. I'm thinking about maybe I just try to, sprint back there and then Great Balls of Fire on Tentacles to get the ball. But then I'm thinking, no, let's not. I have a decent lead here. I want to continue my momentum pressure because that's going to be more important later. So I just do some attacks on the knockdown Sakana, kind of prep him for the next round instead of doing Great Balls of Fire. So I am giving up the goal here, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to have a momentum lead, and I still have VCalc up there for a snapback goal. All right, so let's, instead of, playing a coin toss to try to get the ball and then do nothing with it for another turn, let's play aggressive and let's see where the dice go. Sean manages to do his tap-in goal there, putting the Fisherman up 4-2. So nice goal there. Again, quite a chess match to get the ball there. I'm going to throw this ball deep upfield, but it's actually, the scatter is fantastic. It's literally just able to snap the ball with VCalc. VCalc is just going to shuffle a little bit to try to get within. He's got to get within 4. She has to get within 4 of Shark. I think she's just going to. She takes a quick dodge and then she's off of Angel, then pulls the condition off Shark to dodge up 4, kicks the goal, putting the Alchemist back up 6-4. Sean has worked really hard for that goal, so nobody on the board really has any influence, so he's just going to throw the ball super wide there, and you can see it's on the bottom of the screen, right on the that inside edge. All right, so again, keeping momentum and being slightly ahead and surviving that legendary turn was big. So I am going to retain my initiative advantage. I am going to get to go first. You can see Siren coming in there on the bottom of the screen. He didn't have to do that until after I'm done allocating. But I knew he was, of course you're going to want to go that way. That's where the ball is. I'm figuring out. So now I'm figuring out in my mind, should I let him have a goal? Again, like just let him have a second goal. Because then I have a crazy amount of snapback opportunity with the legendary off the table now. No real way of shutting my strikers down. I have Sakana there who is in big trouble health wise, and I know Sean has to put in a lot of resource into getting the ball. So he's gonna jog Angel up there. So I do a fake out. If I'm being honest with you, this is a fake out. I'm gonna jog Midas over to the ball. I think about jogging him over to the ball and then acrobatics to there, and then I'm just gonna punt it. And frankly, I don't care. It's fine. The ball could go there, and that saves me the goal for later in the turn. But if it doesn't, it's not the worst thing in the world. If Sean goes back and gets it again, he's playing against resources that I have a clear lead on right now because I'm up. I have another player about to die. I can score. I have just strikers all over the place now. And so Sean is going to go back there with Angel, snap the ball, and then he is going to try to kick to Siren. And it looks like he could kick to Siren. He nimbles and then kicks. He's going to kick to Siren, but I stop him. I'm like, hey, that's like 10. You should be able to just super shot that. So he's going to go for a super shot instead of nimble. He does miss it, however, and that's really unfortunate because that should have been another goal there. And then it scatters way out of bounds. So it scatters out of bounds and then scatters up the board, and now it's in a not great spot for him. I'm thinking about, okay, do I take my takeout now or do I just put in a goal right now? And it looks like I'm thinking about just taking the goal. So Vitriol is going to skate around Kraken and then Gravity Well in, pull a free play to Acrobatics out, and then try to buy a 1-inch dodge from Kraken, and she gets that, and then is going to be able to shoot a 3-die goal. So there's that goal, putting the Alchemist at 10, Fisherman 4. So the ball has to come back into play. I'm okay with this because now Sean has to decide, because I have a couple of ways of winning with VCalc there and Sakana down. Does he play the ball or does he try to save Sakana? And I think he's sort of given up on the idea of saving Sakana, so I'm not really sure what he wants to do here. It looks like he's going to try to get the ball from Siren over to he gets it over to Tentacles, and he's in position for another goal there. But unfortunately, it's too late at this time. I'm just going to go ahead and knock out Sakana with Ocalc. So very easy takeout with a knockdown target. And so Ocat gets this. He's going to get that second takeout. That's going to do it for this video. Want to thank everyone for watching. What a great game. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.